Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to today's session, SBR Bootcamp Day 3. And the agenda for the Day 3 is about to discuss how to handle the question of 130 marks SBR question 1. How to handle that question. Initially, we will discuss some deep insights about and the analysis about question 1, including group accounts and more. And then the second phase is about a practice question of question 1, September-December 2021. That's the latest question of the ACC exam that was published. I hope that my screen and my voice, it's all good. It's all clear. Okay, now start. So first of all, if we are going to start our discussion with respect to the question 1. So first impression in our mind is that question 1, 30 marks, it's about group accounts. It's about group accounts. It's about group accounts. To some extent, or the majority part of the syllabus, majority part of the question belongs to group accounts. That's absolutely right. But the point is that not the 100%. It's not about the 100%, which means examiner examines sometimes other syllabus area as well. These are other syllabus areas. Examiner examine other accounting standard matters with this part of the question as well. Yes, majority exam scope, it's related to the group accounts, but examiner also incorporate other accounting issues. Very rare, but conceptual framework. Till now, not the current issues, but examiner can examine the current issues with the question 1 part as well. But the ethics matter? No, not at all. Not at all. Ethics matter, examiner examine with question 2. Number 2, another important point. The second one, the group accounts exam scope. What does that mean? That means the scope of group exam, it's not limited. It's not only up to the extent of question 1. Examiner also examined previously some group accounts issues at section B 25 marks question 3 or question 4. Question 3 or question 4. With deep analysis, with below, we will discuss just after a couple of minutes. So do remember that, number 1, if you plan your question of the group accounts, be aware that group accounts, confirm the group accounts you will face. It's confirmed that you will face group accounts at question 1. Majority marks 30, but not 100%. And some of the group accounts question, maybe, it's not compulsory, maybe the section B 25 marks question. So what today's session agenda? Today's session agenda is about question 1. It's absolutely right. But on the other hand, question 1, major part related to group accounts. That's why major part related to group accounts. That's why we need to also discuss group accounts can also examine other part of the exam areas. That's the part. So question 1, majority 20 to 25 marks related to the group. But other part of the exam, 5 to 8 marks, the examiner sometime examine, sometime not examine. Okay. Moreover, with deep analysis, group accounts, syllabus areas, that is 7 contents. Number 1, basic group accounts. Number 2, change in group structure. Basic group accounts include IAS 27, 37, IFRS 10. Change in group structure like disposal, step acquisition. Associate in joint venture IAS 28. Joint arrangement IFRS 11. Foreign subsidiary IAS 21. Consolidated cash flow IAS 7. And IAS 12, that disclosure of interest in other entities, that theoretical aspect. But other way around, if you really want to, and you people know that whatever the guideline I will provide to you, either day 1, day 2, either today's or next day, whatever the guideline I will provide to you, you must have to apply these advices for the remaining 1 month or at least 4 weeks before the March 22 exams. You have to strictly obey that. I will provide you very key points for question number 1 in the group accounts today. Now, come on. Including one practice question, very latest practice question. Although this is the syllabus scope, but based on past paper analysis, you can use these 14 items as a checklist. This is about the checklist of these 14 items. For example, if you start your revision about the group accounts, you have to cover up. You have to cover up these 14 components. That's a very important point. By the end of today's session, I will provide you a group accounts pocket notes as well. That will support you for your SBR revision and for SBR exam as well. The 14 components, these 14 components also part of that key, that pocket notes. It's not compulsory with same sequence, but majority. That's very much important. So candidates, these 14 items as a checklist. For example, you say that I have to spend 1 week or the 4 days for the SBR question number 1 preparation and majority about the group accounts. So you can use this list as checklist. 1 by 1, you attempted IFRS 10 control, done. Business definition of business, done. Goodwill goodwill methods, both methods, done. Impairment, done. Bargain purchase option, done. Associate and equity accounting, done. Joint arrangement, done. Discussion about very favorite topic, discussion about control, joint arrangement, associate, done. Change in group structure, disposal, all case. Control loss, no control loss. Step acquisition, all case. No control to control, control already exists. Done. IFRS 13 complications, IAS 12 complications, done. Cost of investment complications, done. Foreign subsidy, done. Consolidated cash flow, done. Once you covered all these, that means you have done all the syllabus areas. And what the important point, what the very important point for the success of your life, not for this exam. Honesty. And here the honesty about you people must have good enough knowledge of your entire syllabus. 2 things important. For the next 1 month, what the principal strategy you have to opt? A good enough knowledge of entire syllabus. Good enough. Not you. I'm not saying you must be master of all topic. No, good enough knowledge of all syllabus. You have to know all the syllabus area, a good enough knowledge. And then number 2, practice these knowledge by practice these knowledge by applying the knowledge to the past paper, by the way, by the direction of exam simulation. Means 2 things: good enough knowledge in entire syllabus and practicing the 11 exams. By next 1 month, you will be able to qualify the exam, inshallah. So these are the checklists. Okay. What are the key tips about the groups? Number 1, the very important thing, don't forget, whatever the knowledge you are getting about these checklists, number 1, you must have to ask yourself. For example, you have done goodwill by both method. For example, you have spent 3 hours for the working of goodwill. You have practiced with your regular course and you have done it. Ask yourself, am I become able to calculate, not only calculate, but also to explain the working of goodwill? If your inner say yes, then you have to move for next step, goodwill impairment. Then you have done with the goodwill impairment. Yes, you are good, you are perfect with the calculation, and ask yourself, am I able to write the answer? Have I done the practice with this? If your inner say yes, then move forward. I'm not saying that ask yourself, am I become master of this? No. I'm not saying master. Good enough knowledge and appropriate practice with simulation. And whenever you put the simulation, that is zigzag. Up, down, up, down. That's the important word. Appropriateness. Good enough knowledge. Experiments to apply the knowledge by simulation. That's called appropriate. Match your answer. Is your answer appropriate? Not consider. Don't take too much stress about accuracy. It's not about the accuracy. Don't take too much stress about accuracy. Keep moving by attempting appropriateness, by working with appropriateness. Keep moving. Very important, simulation. Same these principle apply for group accounts. Can you please, anyone here who can reply me the term use pack? What is the meaning of pack? Then what is the term means pack? Number 1, planning. Simulate means first plan your answer, then apply knowledge, then connect with case. I do conduct the course of SBR, I do conduct the course of AFM, and I do conduct a course with the collaboration of Kashif Kamran, the course of SBL, a limited part, 20-25 hours. It's my regular statement that before attempting the question of AFM, SBL, SBR, must have to plan first. That's the key point. Must have to plan first. That's important. That's a key point. Okay, so same principle apply with the group accounts. Okay, the very important thing, your revision plan. This is your revision plan. There are total 11 papers, 9 past papers and 2 specimen. I strongly suggest you have to follow these sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Means attempt the exam questions or simulate the exam question with this sequence. Number 1, September, December 19. Number 2, March, June 21. Then specimen 2, specimen, move on. First, good enough knowledge of these entire syllabus area, good enough knowledge. Number 2, apply your knowledge with this revision sequence. With this one, revision sequence. SBR, question 1 revision planner. Question 1 revision planner. I strongly suggest if you spend daily 3 to 4 hours, you can easily simulate 3 questions. Because question one having 30 marks. 30 marks multiplied by 1.8. Can you please multiply 30 multiplied by 1.8? That equals to 54 minutes. 54 minutes, almost 1 hour. 1 hour. If you spend 4 hours daily is equal to 3 questions. That means by 3 days, you will be able to cope 30 marks question. You can stretch, for example, 5 hours a day, 6 hours a day, still 3 days. Yesterday, I recommended you a planner about the question number 2. Today, that is the day about question 1. 20 marks plus 30 marks, 50. Out of 50, if you cross 40, 42 marks, you will be in a comfortable position with the exam. Number 1. Number 2, you can spend 1 or 2 days more for this. That is group accounts other than question number 1. Group accounts other than question number 1. IFRS 11 and IFRS 10. That means either the scenario about joint arrangement or the scenario about control. You have to attempt these 2 questions. September, December 19, March, June 21. That is the point. And here, other matters. March, June 21, question 3B, March, June, question 2A3, question 3, question 3B1. These are the total past paper scope of group accounts, total past paper scope. And you can line up of your revision accordingly. To reply me, is this sorry. Yes. Yes. Is this become valuable for you? Yes. Is this revision planner valuable for you? And will you people follow the instructions as I just suggest to you. I'm suggesting to you. That's very key point. You have to spread my words, my videos to the social media with different means as max as possible. These are benefit for all of the students, how to revise the syllabus areas accordingly. That's a key point. Okay, now come on. Come to the point. Another point. Now it's particular time to discuss the thing about how to handle any SBR group account question. And today we will discuss a group account question for September, December 2021. The very latest exam question. And this one is the question. Yes. Grain company. Sorry, Chuckle company. This is what about a question number 1. This is what about a question number 1. First of all, whenever you are facing a particular question, whenever you are attempting a past exam question of the group accounts, the very first thing you have to read the requirement. The very first thing you have to read the requirement. Now come on. Number 1, here mention examiner, draft an explanatory note to the directors of Chuckle company to address the following issue. Draft an explanatory note here. The very first thing, very important, explanation note. So explanation note, there is no particular format for this explanation note. Just to write the answer. It's no format like the report structure. Okay. Number 1, A1. Do remember that the group account question with the new group account question, latest, especially last 4 to 5 semester, it's very much integrated with other syllabus areas as well. It's very much integrated with other syllabus areas as well. Okay, number 1, A1. Why it was correct to initially classify grain as associate as opposed to subsidiary. So here the discussion about associate or subsidiary. That is about 4 marks. Only 4 marks. Associate, subsidiary. How grain company should account for associate using the equity method? 31st March X6. Your answer should explain how revaluation of land 1st April X5 accounted for and include all relevant calculations. That is 5 marks. Whether the classification of Chuckle investment in grain company should change 1st April X6. Okay. B. On assumption that Chuckle company obtains control over 1st April X6. That's assume controls. How fair value non-current asset, current asset, including deferred tax should be calculated. How goodwill or gain on bargain purchase option should be calculated. And your discussion should include brief description of accounting treatment from additional purchase of 18% equity in grain. That's a key point. That is the key point. Come on. So first of all, read the requirement, develop a basic idea of question. That is about group accounts and something about this. Okay. So if I ask you that this is 30 marks question, and I've told you that examiner examine the group accounts include other accounting standards as well. So what do you say? What other accounting standard also reflecting at a first glance here? What do you think? What's your wording? What other accounting standard here that you feel that this is the part? Any statement? Very good. IFRS 13. Very good. And what about this? Yes, very good, Wyson. Deferred tax. IAS 12. IAS 16, land and revaluation matter. Very good. Sometime examiner examined the thing other than group account standards with very isolation. For example, part A is a group account question, 22 marks, A 1, 2, 3. And part B, 7 or 8 marks question, not related to group, like IFRS 9, like IFRS 8. So it's may also possible. You will observe when you are going to attempt the past paper question accordingly. Okay, come on. Now, first read the requirement. Now start with this background. Chuckle company has equity interest. Chuckle company has equity interest in number of entities, including Grin company. Okay, equity interest means investment in equity. Chuckle company has recently acquired additional equity. Recently acquired additional equity in Grin company, and the director of Chuckle company are unsure how this may impact upon consolidated financial statement. The year end 31st March. So two things important: equity interest and additional equity. So additional equity, it's something about step acquisition, feeder about some step acquisition, additional equity, acquired additional equity. The following exhibits available left hand side of screen provide the question. Number one, initial acquisition of Grin, initial purchase of 30% Grin, 1st April. Okay. Subsequent acquisition means subsequent 18% Grin and purchase share options. Two things here. Fair value of net assets, 1st April X6. Okay, there are three concern points. Okay, one by one. One by one. Come on. The first thing. 1st April X2. Chuckle company acquired 30% equity Grin company. The date 1st April X2. Okay, acquired 30% equity shares of Grin company. Sorry. The consideration consists of 100 million cash. Okay. Carrying amount of the net asset 1st April X2, 286 million, which was the same as their fair value. Okay. Since then, Grin company has been correctly treated associated and consolidated statement. Okay. So here examiner mentioned that correctly treated as an associate in consolidated financial statement. The remaining 70% of equity Grin company 1st April X2 owned by few other investors, none of more than 10% equity of Grin company. Okay. Analysis shows that all shareholders have voted independently in the past. Voted independently in the past means no connection with each other. Chuckle company in company has share some key management personnel. Means I am Chuckle company. I have 30% shares of Grin company. Grin company, other shareholders. You must have to aware, very important with respect to IFRS 10, that whenever we are evaluating that, if we invest in equity shares and the investment proportion is more than 50%, no issue at all. But if it's less than 50%, that's about the complex issue. Multiple other factors need to consider. And multiple other factors need to consider includes some very critical things. Some very critical things. We have to consider the counterparties. Counterparty means other shareholders. Who are the other shareholders? If I have, for example, like this case, 30% shares, who are the other shareholders? Other shareholders are 10%, each have rights. Other shareholders never connected. They always voted independently. And me here voted for some key management personnel. So multiple more things I need to consider here. Based on the parameter of IFRS 10, and we have to consider IFRS 10. Okay, this is the first thing. Then subsequent measurement, come on. Chuckle company acquired further 18%. Further 18% of Grin 1st April XX. Further 18%. The consideration of further 80%, 1st April XX was 66 billion. Fair value original 30%. Original 30%, 127 million. Okay, that's need to fair value adjustment. The carrying amount of the net asset, 1st April 348, which included some land which had revalued upward 15 million, correctly accounted for 1st April X5. Deferred tax 20% also being correctly accounted for, gain in the individual financial statement of this. So number one, the individual books of the Grin company having revaluation, right treatment, and the impact of deferred tax liability also right treatment. They have already done. The rest of the increase in the net asset of Grin since acquisition was solely due to profits. Okay. So you know that movement of equity, one part of the movement of equity related to one part of equity, a movement equity related to revaluation of land and net of the deferred tax, another part related to profit. No dividend, yes, during the period. The remaining, now important, the remaining 52 means previously 30%, now 18%. So one question is that previously was that company, Grin company, associate? If yes, then what about this 18% addition? What is the position after 18%? The remaining 52% equity Grin company is owned by few other investors, none of which more than 10% of the Grin. Okay, that's also the considerable point. 1st April X6, Chuckle company also acquired some share options. Means at 1st April X6 acquired 18% and also acquired share options. Exercisable anytime 31st March X7. Exercise price at now, but when acquired 1st April X6, just above the market value, of shares. If exercise price above the market value. So is this exercise price right now valuable? Can you answer me? Is this exercise price right now valuable? No, it's not. It's not. It's not about that. That it's in the money. In the money means it's valuable. Not right now. Green company has been profitable number of years. Share price been upward trend, which is expected to come. It's right now, it's not valuable, but expected the share price will increase and it's become profitable, valuable. Chuckle company would increase its ownership 60% should it exercise its right. It is believed that there will be additional cost of saving should the additional shares be acquired, as decision at board level could be made more efficiently. They will do, means they will acquire more shares in the future because the board considering that will be more efficiently, additional costs and all these things. More savings will be occur. Okay. Furthermore, the carrying amount of the net asset of Green company 1st April excess. What is that date? That is something SEP acquisition. That is this one. 1st April excess, this one. Included within the non-current asset was the land which had been previously revalued upward 15 million. Previously means here. That is about the 15 million, this one. But at that particular time, that was not our subsidy. Included within a non-current asset was a land which had been previously revalued upward by 15 million on 1st April X5. Now the carrying value of land 1st April X5 and X6 50 million, but now fair value assets 60 million 1st April X6. Now what do you say? How much the fair value adjustment? The land at April X5 with the carrying value 50 million. And previously we have already injected 15 million, 15 million revaluation. But at acquisition time, that's moved from 50 to 60. Then how much the fair value adjustment? Can you please reply me? Then how much the fair value adjustment here? If it's moved from 50 to 60, that's 10 million. That's absolutely right. Very good. Moreover, current asset include finished goods 84 million. And these fair value and the fair value of these goods now 131. That's another important thing. 1st April X6, director of Chuckle has identified Green has internally generated database of customer. Internally generated intangible asset who were likely to be interested in purchasing products. Although there were no contractual or legal rights with the database, professional expert has estimated that competitor of Green would be prepared to pay $5 million of the database. Green company has not recognized database in the financial statement. So what do you say? If internally Green has not recognized that database, that was the mistake or that was the right treatment that not to recognize? That was the right treatment that not to recognize. That's very good. In internally generated goodwill, internally generated intellectual property, it's not possible to recognize That's number one. But on the other hand, at business acquisition, if this asset become identified, means its value is separately identified other than goodwill and value reliably measured according to the IFRS 13, then it's possible to recognize the asset with the group accounts. Corporate tax rate 20%, that's important. But this rate should be applied fair value adjustment deemed necessary. Chuckle Company policy of measuring NCI proportionate method, proportionate share. Now, this is what about the question. Now, first read the requirement, then complete context of the question, and then requirement. Once again, plan your requirement. Draft explanatory note to Director of Chuckle Company to address the following issue. Number one, we will start with number one. A1, why it was correct to initially classify Grin as associate as opposed to subsidiary 1st April X2. It's very precise that examiner wanted to ask why Grin to classify associate, not as subsidiary. 4 marks question. 4 marks question. The point is that the knowledge you people have from your regular studies, but now it's time to apply the knowledge with the case. For example, with the regular studies, one moment. For example, if you studied, this is what about the pocket notes that I was discussing that. I will hand over to you, no worries about that. For example, with the regular studies, you have done this. With that particular pocket notes, you have done this, all these things, all the aspects. But the important point is that whatever you have done with this particular notes, the important point is that how to apply, how to decorate your knowledge to get this 4 marks. For example, if you have good enough knowledge for associate, for the subsidiary, but how do you decorate? Can you please reply me? What is your mindset to get this 4 marks? What is your mindset to get this 4 marks? Do let me know. That's very good. That's very good, Diana. That you identified that what first associate, then a subsidiary and all these things. Malak, very good. Explain significant influence and then control matters. Very good, very good, very good. Absolutely right. Number one, The very important thing. Examiner expecting that here the very first thing is that if why it was correct to classify associate rather than subsidiary. The very first thing, the marks management. That means total marks 4. Examiner expecting that you have to put knowledge for significant influence and control. And that's equals to 2 marks. The first thing. Then apply, then application. Then application. And that is once again 2 marks. This is what examiner expecting from your side. But the very important thing you have to consider here, sir, only 2 marks for the explanation of significant influence and control? Yes. Students, always remember, you have to write your answer according to the marks. I know that there are a lot of things to discuss about the control, but control your emotions. You have to write very limited with the definition, that's all. With this about the control. For example, IFRS 2 refer the control, investor invest with equity shares and get control if by definition 3 criteria meets. Number 1, power. Number 2, rights on variable return. Number 3, power, ability about 1 and 2 means ability to exercise the power over variable returns. Straight, that's all. No more elaboration. Significant influence, one line answer about the significant influence. Investor gets significant influence if they are able to participate the operating and directive decisions, not to control. That's all. Limited for 2 marks. Examiner expect to develop this beauty in your mind or develop that ability to reflect that particular beauty. Means if this question about 7 marks and here the knowledge required 5 marks, then you have a leverage to write a lot of things. So that's the variety. That writing the answer with precise manner according to the marks. If marks required 5, you have to expand your answer. If the marks are limited, then limit your answer. That's point. And the important thing, that's application. Another thing is about the apply. What is the case here? We have to incorporate the things about the case. Have to consider controls, apply the control matters, what the things that need to consider, what the things need to ignore. Now come on. Number 1, for knowledge we require 2 marks. 2 marks, only 2 marks. Number 1, a very straight about the significant influence. Investor had significant influence if investor ability to participate in finance operating decision, but not to control. Very straight. That is the point. IFRS 10, definition of control, where both power and returns presents. And if investor here, if investor control over investee, if the investor has the following: number one, power over investee, right over variable return, ability to use. No need here, no need to elaborate the things because you don't have enough time and the marks. You just mention power over investee, that's all. It's not compulsory to write all the things that's mentioned on the model answer. Only this yellow highlighted. Because here 2 marks. One you have already got with the knowledge of significant influence. Another one, control. With this case, you have to mention the very important thing that's in your mind. I have to write about this point. The control is very straightforward where majority writes more than 50%. So you have to write this thing at one line. At one line. This is the writing point. Control is presumed exists when the investor majority of the rights. This blue highlighted, that is about, that is your mind. I have to write it. That's one line. Another line, complex case less than 50%. That you will mention. Voting right 50 or less, consider other factors like the appoint or removal of the key management person and the other guideline by IFRS 10. You have to mention if the voting rights less than 50%, we need to consider more as referred by IFRS 10. That's all. Limited verdicts. That is about the knowledge. You don't need to write all 100%. Squeeze your answer. And then case. And then case. First mention. Chuckle initially purchased 30%, 1st April X2. Number one. This is the point. This line is not about any marks. This is about to develop momentum. Here the case, Chuckle acquired 30%. If the and the factors here. This is about this first line is actually reflection. It's less than 50%. So that means we need to consider more. Chuckle. So you have to write. Chuckle has significant minority. Here word use, we are significant minority, 30% minority. Close consideration should be given. Means more factors need to consider whether voting rights and the combination of factors deemed to sufficient to obtain power. Means we have less than 30%. So we can use these wordings like Chuckle company has to consider the voting rights less than 50% and the combination of factors that's deemed sufficient to obtain power. Like these wordings. Simple wordings. For example, the first one, Chuckle and Grin do share some key management person. And this statement is about the evidence of control. But, however, there has been no clear past voting patterns. No past voting patterns. No past voting patterns. Suggesting Chuckle unable to directly influence the economic decision of other investors. Means it's not clear reflection that everyone provide the votes previously independently. So that means here, Chekula, it's not possible just with 30% to control the things. The key management person, if interact each other, it doesn't mean that they can influence the decision making. Then final points. Then you will conclude your answer. Final point. Don't make the heading about the final point. With only 30%, that's the point. That with only 30% equity and no additional potential rights, it would appear that Chakal only able to exercise significant influence. And it could be concluded that it was correct to classify the associate. Candidates, can you please reply me how to write answer? Candidates, do remember that you have a mindset. Sir, how much lines we need to write? No. Actually, we have to precisely mention the answer. Also the question 4 marks. Also the question 4 marks. But here, as you mentioned with the interaction with me, that, sir, we have to clarify first what is the meaning of control, what is the meaning of significant influence, then connect with the case here, either control or not. Here the emphasizing is that control or not. So discussing here, control 1 point for control, yes, another point for control, no. Judgment is that that's no controls here, significant influence. So that means at initial level, at 1st April X2, the right accounting treatment is equity accounting. Candidates, can you please reply me in a short answer what you have learned since the start of the session? Have you learned something with this session? Can you please reply me? I'm waiting. No worries about that. Thanks for the compliment. Writing, very good answer. Writing depends on allocated marks. Number 1. But this is about the question. Before the question, we were discussing how to handle the things. Sorry, how to cover the syllabus area of SBR. Number 1. How to cover the syllabus area of group accounts. What the right sequence of the particular, what the right sequence for the revision of group accounts, how to revise that, checklist, question sequence, all these things. That's important. Now, I strongly suggest that at that particular point, you have learned a lot till now. Take a small break. Yes, take a small break. Now, come on, take a small break. After the break, we will discuss the next part, how GRIN should be accounted for associate equity method. Take the 7 to 8 minutes break. I will give you only one break today. Okay, 7 to 8 minutes break. Okay, welcome back once again. We have done that part of the question. The first part we have done it. That's good. Now second part. Now start the second part. How GRIN company should be accounted for associate using equity method in consolidated financial statement of Chakal 31st March XX. Means associate using equity method with respect to consolidated financial statement 31st March XX. Your answer should explain how revaluation land 1st April X5 accounted for Exhibit 2 and include all relevant calculations. If examiner mention or highlight some specific area, like this case, revaluation of land, then it means you have to incorporate the thing accordingly. And this is 5 marks. This is 5 marks. Do remember that this part, sorry, A1, we have decided that Grin is actually the associate of Chuckle. Grin is actually the associate of Chuckle. So we will use the equity accounting here. Chuckle has equity interest in number of other entities. So they follow the consolidated accounts. Examiner here asked that how this investment, Grin company investment as investment in associate account for by equity method at 31st March X6. Do remember that we acquire, the investment date by Chuckle at Grin, that's 1st April X2. 1st April X2. That's important. And one of the asset in the individual books revalued at 1st April X5. So first date is 1st April X2, second date is 1st April X5, and third date is 31st March X6. So basically our current accounting year is 31st March X6. With respect to this question, at 31st March X6, Grin company as associate. So how to account for associate by equity accounting till 31st March X6? But 31st March X6, 1 year ago, one of the asset revalued accordingly. Now come on. Number 1, this is the requirement, how Grin should account it for user equity, and your answer should include the revaluation matter, 5 marks. The very first thing is that, sir, how to plan the answer? Sir, how to plan the answer? According to the marks management, you have to split the marks in 3 parts. Number 1, you have to explain what is the meaning of equity accounting. Start your answer, what is the meaning of equity accounting? Do remember that point? Ability to explain your answer. Ability to explain your answer, that's the key point. So here, what is equity accounting? An application of equity accounting in this case with the 2 marks. You people know very well equity accounting means it's not consolidation. Just take out the cost of investment at fair value at acquisition date 1st April X2. And then add on the post-acquisition movement of reserve. Post-acquisition movement of reserve. So for very first thing, the impression in equity accounting is equal to investment at cost of investment, fair value at investment date. That is, of course, the cost. The cost. Measured at cost at investment date. Plus or minus sharing of post acquisition movement and in equity. And movement in equity is basically about the movement in retained earning that is related to profit, and movement of other component equity. Other component equity like revaluation of land. Definitely in this case with the adjustment of deferred tax. With the adjustment of deferred tax. So that is what the impression that must be within your mind. Within your mind. Within your mind. That is the point, that the impression I have, and I have to put the answer accordingly. But the important thing is that explain your answer. The very first thing, equity accounting with 2 marks. Equity accounting discussion and application with 2 marks. Grain company is an associate. So very basic point. Is an associate and accounted for using equity method in consolidated. Okay, the first line, startup. This company is associated and accounted for equity. That's all. The initial, you have to explain. The initial investment measured at cost and then carrying amount recognize the investor share of profit and OCE after date of acquisition. Then the first thing is that this is your impression. That is mind impression. And that is decoration of answer. Start your answer that here the case about equity, associate account for equity, then how to measure cost plus post acquisition movement. Share and profit and OCI. Share and profit, definitely share profit that belongs to retained earning. That belongs to retained earning. And OCE, other comprehensive income, that's about OCE. And here OCE, that's related to deferred, property plant equipment revaluation and the deferred tax adjustment. About the revaluation. Now the calculation. Another point, examiner mentioned calculation. And calculation having 1 mark. Here examiner requirement. Here examiner requirement. How Grain should account for associate. If you people have a question in your mind, sir, in this requirement, only mention how should account for. Then why we are explaining? Do remember that here examiner highlight at the start of the line, main heading, draft and explanatory note. Then A1, A2. A2, how Grain company should account for. So that means by default explanation is the part of this requirement. Until unless independent part here mentioned only the calculate. It's normally not happen in with the SBR. Because explanatory note heading, it's the main heading where main umbrella, all other things exist here. That's why we are working here. Now the explanation, now the calculation. Sir, it's very simple calculation. What is the calculation? The calculation is about, now come on with the question. It's very simple. The initial cost, that is 100 million. That's initial cost with 30% investment. and net asset 286 at 1st April X2 are standing at 31st March X6. So 31st March X6 and 1st April X6 both are same date. At 1st April X6, the fair value of original 30%, 127, and the carrying amount is 348. We don't have concern with the equity accounting any fair value at reporting rate, but carrying amount of the net asset 348. 348 already include land upward 15 million. This 348 and deferred tax already correctly accounted for. So simple as that. Number one, the cost of investment 100 and the movement between 286 and 348 multiply by 30%. So it's very simple. Number one, cost of investment 100. Share in post reserve or post movement of equity 348 minus 286 into 30%, that's 18. The carrying amount of the cost of investment, that's called 118.6. Sir, is this a very important question? Sir, here the word processor, yes, and here the spreadsheet. So can we do the things with the spreadsheet like the calculation of this cost of investment? It's your wish. It's your wish. For example, investment in associate. (31st March X6). And you start cost of investment, share in, post acquisition, whatever. You can do that if you want. Otherwise, if you work out with the word or even with description format, that cost of investment 100 and then adding the post acquisition reserve and putting the bracket and then final value, no worries about that. You can write it accordingly. Examiners, no concern either to write with the paragraph format, with the format, add word, add Excel, no issue at all. Candidates, are you getting the point what I'm saying here? How to catch the marks? How to collect the marks? Easy, by easy way, very precise. Not to worry if something going to happen, the right or wrong, it's no concern. It's something right or wrong, no concern. That's the point. That is the point. And finally, the examiner also mentioned your answer also explain revaluation of land with the calculation, revaluation of the land. Now come on. What is the impact of the revaluation land? Impact of revaluation land on the reserves with the 2 marks. There are 2 important things. Number one, the revaluation of land with respect to individual books of subsidy, individual books. What happened with the individual books? For example, the individual books, this is your impression. This double entry I have mentioned with my answer. With suggested answer, it's not compulsory. Oh, sorry, at the exam answer, it's not compulsory. If you are comfortable, put the entry. If the question is about something, some correction of errors with the ethics or other part of the question, then you need to incorporate the things accordingly. Okay, next point. The revaluation gain 15 million would be recorded within OCI, OCE and deferred tax 20%, that is 3 million, will be netted off with equity in the financial statement. We actually, here the consent point is about equity. For the explanation, for your explanation, the first entry, land debit and OCE credit, means OCI to OCE, means OCI to OCE, that's 15 million. And then with the 20%, you know very well, if the carrying amount of asset exceed the tax base, and the reason is about revaluation, we will create the deferred tax liability, that deferred tax liability credit. Sorry, that's a typo mistake. Deferred tax liability will be created. No, that's the creation of deferred tax liability. But on the other hand, that should not be adjusted to P&L, but OCI. OCI, that's the key point. So deferred tax liability, it just went OCI. So that is individual books of associate. Do remember that with the case of associate, we don't need to consolidate, but that will affect to the equity of associate and effects on share in post expenditure reserve. So what happened with the consolidated books? Automatically with the consolidated books, the equity, it's become increased. Equity increase, that's equals to 15 minus 3, that's 12. That's 12. So the point is that, can you please apply me how much total equity increase? How much total equity increase means how much share in post expenditure reserve? That is 18 point. No. How much total means with respect to the part of investment and associate, how much total? That is 18.6. Total increase, 18.6. But this 18.6 is split in two components. Reserve includes two things as mentioned here. Retained earning and OCE. In the balance sheet, these are two different items, retained earning, OCE. So out of 18.6, this is 18.6. The OCE part is 15 minus 3 is equal to 12 multiplied by 30%. So that is actually about 3.6. And the balancing figure, balance means 18.6 minus 3.6, that equals to 15. So the actual entry related to reserve, it's 3.6 related to OCE and 15 related to retained earning. And that is what explained here. OCE 3.6 and remaining increase due to profit. And that is the point, whatever the values is about. That is about the 15. Candidates, can you please apply me? Is that clear to you? All of you please apply. If not, do reply me. If you have any problem, even you watch, if you are watching the video, you can ask me accordingly. No worry about that. Okay. Actually, the deferred tax liability amount, it's 3.6. Don't worry about this. Okay. So very important point we are discussing here. For example, this is about the land 15. And this is about the 3 point. The very first thing is that the very basic point, number one. The first thing is that this is individual books of green. That is the point. Individual books. And the individual books land revalue. But before that land revaluation, before that, the very important point is that subsidy increased the net asset 348 minus 286. Just a minute. Sorry, subsidy. It's not subsidy. Equity side of associate. Listen carefully. Okay. Equity side. Okay. Equity. Number one, equity at 1st April 1st April X2. First April X2, that is equal to 286. And 1st April X6, that is about 348. Okay. So how much about post investment? You must say, sir, 348 minus this one is post investment. 286 minus 348 minus 286. How much our sharing? Sir, our sharing is 30%. Is equal to 62 into 0.3. Sir, 18.6. Okay. So what is actually the entry about this 18.6? Or investment and associate. Investment in associate. Sir, our cost was 100. But post acquisition movement is 18.6. Okay, that's good. So our carrying amount is equal to sir 118.6. So what is the double entry of this particular 18.6? Sir, this 18.6 entries investment, debit investment, 18.6 and credit credit. If movement related to retained earning, one part, but if movement to OCE, that is another part. This is about profit movement, but this is about land revaluation movement. Land revaluation net of tax. Examiner here asks that the associate equity movement, that is 348 to 286, that's 62, and our sharing 18.6. How much movement out of this 62 related to land revaluation? So here we said that a land debited, how much the land debited? Here the question mentioned. The land have been revalued by 15 million, sir, 15. Okay. Credit OCI to OCE, that's 15. But here deferred tax liability also created. Deferred tax liability is equal to 15 multiplied by tax rate 0.2. Is equal to 15 into 0.2. And same OCE debit. OCE debit. So if I say what will be the net effect on OCI to OCE? So what you will say, sir, the net effect is 15 minus 3, that is 12. So that means the 62 includes two components. The movement about retained earning is equal to, the movement about OCE is equal to 12, and the movement about retained earning is equal to 12. Is equal to 50 and this. First of all, reply me. Is that clear to you till now? Everyone is with me? Whoever have a confusion, do reply me. So that means this 18.6 splits in two components is equal to 50 multiplied by 0.3 sharing. And is equal to 12 into 0.3. 3.6. This 3.6 is actually the total of 18.6. It's our sharing. That's why the transaction is, that is 15 and 3.6. Yes, retained earning is equal to 50, OCE is equal to 12. I hope that now it's very much clear. No worries about that. Is that clear, all of you? I hope that now it's clear to all of you. So we were working with respect to this point, land revaluation, or all these things. having the marking scheme of 2 with this all working. But this double entry is not the compulsory requirement. For example, if I'm not mentioning anything with this, you can write it accordingly in this way. Examiner wants to explain. So you can work out with the double entry with the rough work, either through the scratch card like this. This is scratch card. You can work out accordingly. Scratch pad for all the rough work, you can work out accordingly. No worries about that. You mentioned that there are 2 marks and I have to explain the land revaluation with the explanation. So for the clarification of the concept, if you mention something for the double entry and like this, you can put here scratch card or spreadsheet working. No worries about that. But you have to write the answer in this format. Sir, what if we are writing this and simultaneously make double entry? I don't suggest. If you are going to present one thing with 2 manners, you will spend your time, but examiner will not give to extra mileage. That you are explaining one thing with a statement and then explaining same thing with double entry, no extra marks. Sometimes you can do that, a little bit explanation and then mention the double entry for explanation. Okay. But do remember that whenever you're making double entry, make sure that it's not duplication of the work you have already done with explanation. Save your time. That is the point. Now, candidates, another point. Another point. Here, whether the classification of Chuckle investment in green should change on 1st April X6. 5 marks. Related to what? 1st April 6. The question requirement A and A12 that belongs to equity, ignoring step acquisition, equity accounting, associate. But this requirement of the third part, 5 marks, examiner asking that should we change our classification? Means if we acquired after 30%, we acquired more 18%. So should we consider as associate rather than as subsidiary rather than associate? So we have to focus more thing related to IFRS 10 here. More details about the IFRS 10. But first of all, we have to work out, read the paragraph, last 2. Here mentioned that, here mentioned then first, Chuckle acquired further 18% 1st April X6. Okay. The consideration of further 18% is 66 million. And the fair value of original investment 127. And the carrying amount at 1st April and all these things, land revaluation, all these things. And say that after this 18% adjustment, we have total 48 and mention remaining 52 of green 1st April X6 owned by few other investor, none of which who more than 10%. First thing. But add on, nothing changed. 1st April X6 Chuckle company also acquired share option, which is right now not in the money, valuable. The exercise price just above the price, but has been profitable for a number of years, and share price have been upward expected to continue. So we have to consider the things in a collective manner. After additional acquisition, additional purchasing of shares, add on plus share options, this collective manner should be considered as subsidy or not. With reference to IFRS 10, same case, IFRS 10 less than 50% sharing, but the decision about that is the subsidy or not, it's voting rights less than 50% plus the additional points, especially the share options. Chuckle would increase its ownership to 60% should it exercise rights. If exercise rights, it becomes 60%. It is believed that there would be additional cost saving should the additional share be acquired, as decision at board level could be more efficiently. Means they are willing, they are expecting, and this is a very important point. So candidates, what do you say? I hope that my voice is clear, picture is clear, all set up. So what do you say? How will you decorate answer with this requirement matter? Whether the classification change, what's your input? What do you say? That's good. That's good. That's good. That's very good. Part A2. Number one, plan your answer. Whether the classification of the investment, Chuckle investment should change 1st April XX. This is the question. Marks management, total 5 marks. First of all, we have to discuss acquisition of further 18%. We have to discussion. And then incorporating share options matter. Now important, what are these points? One by one. For 2 marks, we have to explain precisely at least 2 points. So you have to reply the answer in a manner very precisely, means just need to split your answer accordingly. First, additional 80%. The acquisition of extra 80% would now unquestionable make Chuckle significant minority investor. Number one, we have now significant number of shares, but still minority. No other investor more than 10% owns higher proportion than 48. So this is the first statement to start up. Where the shareholding are obtained by large number of unconnected dispersed holder. Large number of dispersed holder. Dispersed ka matlab means like public. For example, if this case mentioned that remaining shareholder having the shares of 1% only. So that's called dispersed. But here we cannot say dispersed. Here we cannot say absolutely dispersed. We have to add on the things of the share options. However, here, the other shares owned by just few other investors, which is unlikely to consider a large disperse of unconnected shareholder. Means here, there is ambiguity. Can we call the other shareholder are dispersed? This is not the absolute matter. One thing we can say dispersed, other way, however, if they become collect. That's why we have to add on the share options. 3 marks. What to write with the 3 marks? Potential voting rights means expected need to consider. For example, we have to consider either currently exercisable. That means, is this currently in the money? There is an answer. There is the answer. In this case, the Chakal options currently, which are currently exercisable, but not in the money. That is not the valuable. But the point is that share price expected to increase and cost saving expected from further acquisition of shares. Means directors are very eager to acquire that company for the sake of synergies, cost saving. And in future, there is expectation share price will increase, and it's this is about in the money. And further, if share option, we can obtain, the Chakal could obtain 60% of the shareholder. So if we use the judgment, we should reclassify as subsidy. Which should reclassify as subsidy. That's a key point. We should reclassify the matters as subsidy. Candidates, can you please reply me? Is that clear, all of you? Three points, 3 marks. How to handle this 3 marks? Number 1, about the share options. Is this valuable? You must say right now it's not in the money, but have the potential. We cannot say exercise, but expected share price will increase. Company is eager, become 60% shareholder. All these things is connect. If these things are connected, plus major minority shareholder, then we can say that that's called, we will able to get the control. We are now become the parent of that particular company and work out accordingly. Okay, right now. Further, moreover, on the assumption that Chakal obtains control over 1st April X6, assume that, because you are attempting the question, it's not confirmed that it depends on what you answered above. And do remember, if your answer at part 3 is wrong, if you judge your judgment that it's not a subsidy. Number 1, if the answer is logical, in this manner, market pattern. Logical means you explain all the things. For example, you mentioned that we are majority, minority. Dispersed. These are not dispersed shareholders. For example, discussion of dispersed shareholders. Yes or no? Moreover, with voting rights, you mentioned that it's not exercisable, and we are not sure that the share price will increase in the favorable manner. So that should not be the subsidy. Number 1, if your decision is wrong, but the answer and structure, at least 70-75% marks you will get. Number 1. Number 2, if this answer A3 is wrong, you have mentioned that it's not subsidy. Here, examiner will provide you the leverage that even if third part is wrong, you take assumption that you got control and then work out accordingly. B1, B2. Are you getting the point? Even the A3 wrong, you can start the B with the independent assumption that's mentioned by the examiner. Let's assume that's option control. So number one, how fair value of non-current, current asset, including deferred tax, should be calculated. Requirement. Here, this is the current carrying amount of the grain for April X6. This is what about the land fair value adjustment at acquisition. This is what about finished goods. This is about database internally generated. Examiner asked, discuss about this fair value adjustment. So you have to refer something about IFRS 13 as well and the deferred tax complications as well. If I say part B1, so number one, the very important thing, marks management. Marks management. 8 marks, the highest marks overall requirement. 8 marks. How you avail that marks? Number one, land and deferred tax. First, you have to mention about the land revaluation, then complications about the deferred tax. But do remember here, the working related to consolidation. You will mention that here the working about subsidy. You will mention that if Chakal obtains control over that particular company, grain company, at the date of acquisition, the net asset must be at fair value. So net asset fair value, that means we need to make adjustment if it's not up to the mark. And that we already identify for the land, that's 10 million. So you have to mention the fair value aspect, the IFRS 13. First, start up this. Goodwill include identifiable assets at fair value. Goodwill, identify asset at their acquisition fair value. Then you have to mention IFRS 13 reference, a basic definition, and then connect with the case. The identified asset fair value 10 million carrying amount. And every that point include deferred tax. That's important. Complete your answer with fair value, then deferred tax. Same case, inventory, fair value. Make adjustment, whatever the adjustment. It's very simple. The inventory. That's the difference between 131 and 84. And mention the deferred tax. Deferred tax. Then customer list. Same case we discussed earlier. How to write the answer? Internally generated customer list or intangibles. That was right. The company was right. That's subsidy. But here, if it's identified and value reliably measured, have to work out. Cover up. And then incorporate the deferred tax pattern. If net asset increase and corresponding deferred tax liability, you have to net it off. But do remember that here deferred tax adjustment related to group accounts that will affect to the goodwill. This should, you must reply me. Is this the deferred tax about individual books of subsidy or it's about the group accounts matter? Do reply me. Even you people watching the video, any problem, ask me on the WhatsApp. Is this deferred tax aspect, deferred tax liability created that's hit to the individual books or group accounts? That's absolutely right, Maria. It's group accounts. And this is an acquisition date. If deferred tax liability increase, debited goodwill. If deferred tax liability decreases, deferred tax liability, debit goodwill credit. So that is the impact. So that is the point of the deferred tax method. Finally, I hope that all clear till now about that. Finally, you have to split your answer for this 8 marks. How goodwill or gain on bargain purchase, either goodwill or gain or bargain, should be calculated for April X6. Your discussion include brief discussion of accounting treatment of additional purchase. Means this 8 marks examiner mention that calculate the goodwill, how goodwill calculate, but also discuss about the step acquisition adjustment. You know very well about step acquisition. Here, no control to control. Previously, associate, now becomes subsidiary. If it's become subsidiary, so number one, the goodwill here calculate with the cost of investment now, new cost of investment, and the previous cost of investment at fair value. The further 18% having 66 billion, this is the cost of investment. But the previous investment is now 127. So first of all, we have to make the difference of adjustment 127 and the 100. The 27 fair value adjustment of the previous investment. That's important. That is the step acquisition. That is the point the examiner expects. Then calculate the goodwill accordingly. You can calculate the goodwill with a spreadsheet. No worries about it. With all the fair value of net asset, all these things. Marks, peaceful acquisition, discussion, 3 marks. What is the meaning of step acquisition here? Gain on step acquisition, 1 mark. Impact of revaluation gain on goodwill, 1 mark. Goodwill calculation, 3 marks. Candidates, that part of the section you have to work out with your own, with the goodwill calculation. With this suggested answer, goodwill calculation is not the part. You can work out with a spreadsheet accordingly. Any problem you can ask me. So that is what about the latest exam question of the SBR group accounts, the question 1. I hope that 2 things we discussed here. Number 1, scope. Number 1, what's the scope and the revision plan about the group accounts? Number 1. Number 1. Number 2, same things with the revision plan. Number 2, how to handle the question with the marks management. Marks management and time management and the marks management. So candidates, this is all from my side for the today's session. If there is any question, you can ask me here, and do reply me about the value of this particular session for you. Is this something eye-opening for you? If you attended that particular session, that how to handle the group accounts and the question number 1 matter. Is this something valuable for you? Do reply me, please. Thank you very much. I am expecting a very constructive feedback. On the WhatsApp group from where you can find out accordingly. If any one of you missed the first 2 sessions, you can find from the YouTube channel. You can find from the WhatsApp group, including the material. Do remember that I will share the pocket notes this pocket notes to you for the group accounts, SBR group accounts, pocket notes that will be available to you immediate after the session on the WhatsApp group. Don't worry about that. Anything else you wanted to know, you can ask me on the WhatsApp. Okay, candidates, thank you very much. I am expecting a very constructive reply from your side. Tomorrow we will meet to discuss more things about the performance measurement, the conceptual framework matters. We will discuss accordingly. So thank you very much. Take care a lot. Assalamu alaikum. Allah Hafiz.